Oh, interesting as an understatement. VPN stands for Virtual Private Network. Did I get that right?
Yep.
And basically what it means is, and we had a VPN sponsor before, and James will get to why this really stands out compared to our dealings with a previous sponsor and how they micromanaged everything. We weren't even pitching anything close to this. So we have some experience with VPNs, but basically VPNs will mask, say I'm in the US. I can use a VPN to say I'm in England based off of those servers, correct? Or I'm in any country. There's people who use things like CD keys or other places, and they use a VPN in order to do gaming subscriptions, gaming prices, and in this case, streaming to be able to do more affordable ways. If you did not know this, you don't even need to subscribe to this. I'm so excited I can't even get it out. You don't need to listen to me. You don't need to listen to James. You don't need to listen to Bin Hameen. You only need to listen to Stephanie McMahon, who, by the way, has stock in WWE, is in charge of WWE. Her husband runs creative in WWE. Her father still has controlling stock interest, I believe, in WWE. So that's what makes this interesting, because this might be the most famous, if not infamous, ad read I've ever seen in my life.
Just as I was messing around and I realized that I didn't put the thumbnail on the Roger Jackson video while you were saying that as well. No, sorry, the views did amazingly.
Is my face like that?
No, you're really happy in the thumbnail that YouTube posts. Excuse me. I don't know if you just said this as well, but keep in mind that Stephanie's Places, the podcast, airs exclusively on ESPN+.
Really?
Yes. How amazing. Every conflict of interest all in one place. Can you believe it?
Did you see my comment on your Stephanie VPN
yes,
video?
I did.
Can you please read it for everybody, because I believe this is amazing, and I think all these shows will happen if they haven't already.
For God's sake, you put me under the cosh here. There you go. He said, well, this is you to me. You're never going to be a guest on Stephanie's Places. What's your story? Stephanie's Other Places. What's another story? Stephanie's Vacation Places. What's Stephanie's story? Stephanie's Gym Places. Storytime with Stephanie. Stephanie sold her places. Bedtime stories with Stephanie. What's your VPN Places? VPN stories with Stephanie. Stephanie's Secret Places. What's your secret story? And all the upcoming shows planned. Cannot believe I got through that without flubbing it.
I can't believe these shows are actually going to happen.
Man. Lord.
Oh my God. How in the world? I mean, it's amazing. Everybody is supporting. Stephanie's never been more popular since this. She is for the people. She is based. All the comments on your video are so pro Stephanie. They're admonishing you for even having a problem with it. But we're not having a problem with it. We're just in amazement.
It's kind of astonishing. Anyway, yeah. Once again, people miss the point. Could you believe? Anyway, Stephanie McMahon. Have you got the video? Right, you've got the video, but you can't play the audio, can you?
No, I can't through this. But I mean, it's the watch along. I've watched this ad probably. WWE, I think, has earned probably about $2,000 in AdSense off the times I've watched this, because I couldn't believe what I was hearing.
Right.
Are you tired of boring commercials that pay our bills?
This is going to be...
do you guys hate wrestling as much as we do at the Stevie Richards show?
Hey, you know that $1.6 million, $1 billion 5-year deal that WWE struck with ESPN made possible through advertising to fund this? Right, let me get the video up.
Stephanie, you can get an Elgato prompter and it can be right in front of you here to make eye contact. You don't have to be so obvious that you're doing an ad read. And she looks like, when she smiles, it scares me. I don't know why.
WWE on Netflix is truly the best thing ever. But there's one catch. Not everybody gets that. A lot of you are still watching WWE the old school way, on cable, dealing with boring commercials while I'm enjoying uninterrupted action.
Yeah.
Oh, my back, I laughed. I can't.
You
Oh,
pack of
my God,
idiots
my back
spending that
spasms.
money.
My back spasms. Boring commercials gets me every time. Oh, my God. Thank God I'm getting an injection today. Oh, my God. Dude, that will never not be funny.
Let's watch one more time.
A lot of you are still watching WWE the old school way, on cable, dealing with boring commercials while I'm enjoying
This is a boring commercial.
Oh, God. I can't get
uninterrupted
enough.
action. Let's fix that with today's sponsor, VPN.
Sorry, I put a boing in, so we don't know what the VPN is. You can research it, it's fine. But they're not paying us anything, so we're not plugging them. So that's right. A lot of people seem to be missing the point. It's like, Stephanie's doing us a favour. And like, man, why are you being mean to Stephanie? It's like, look, we're not being mean to Stephanie. We're being mean to Stephanie and everybody else who thought somehow a WWE affiliated WWE owns the podcast on ESPN Plus. How that doesn't completely undermine the $1.6 billion deal that WWE and ESPN has just struck with each other. And Stephanie McMahon, who works for WWE on ESPN Plus, is telling you not to get ESPN, you mug, because you can get all the WWE programming for 10% of what you know. Don't buy ESPN. You can just get it for practically free if you just get a VPN for $2 a month or whatever it is. Beggars belief, man.
Yeah, my back is spasming so much from laughing so hard, and I am literally sweating. My tank top is soaked, and I've never been more entertained by anything in WWE than that ad read. And by the way, for anybody that thinks or believes that she went off to have the reservation and ad-libbed it, that is a script on a teleprompter that she's reading that was vetted, approved, and here you go. It sounds good to me. My father built this company. Let's get rid of that ad revenue. And by the way, also, Jonathan Coachman had told Vince Russo, who John used to work at ESPN, they are not happy, and they shouldn't be happy. They've gone nuclear over much less than this. And in wrestling, by the way, I say it all the time, wrestling has become too comfortable in a lot of ways and really comfortable with licensing deals, thinking they have the upper hand and leverage. Dude, what if ESPN turns around and says, we paid you out this for whatever, give us this much money back, bye-bye. Because ESPN has the NFL network too. What do they need WWE for? You don't think they're playing too fast and loose. You don't think one network or streaming service will turn around and say, bye, we don't need you. And they've already, ESPN, I can't believe after the grift, let's call it what it is, the grift that they've run on USA multiple times, they ran on Fox, and they ran on past places they've worked with. The ESPN should be smarter than this.
TNA, Netflix, forget about TNA. $8 for the ad supported one. That's all it costs us. For US-based fans, it would cost you $8 plus a $2 VPN. Instead of, if you want the ad-free Netflix, $100 a month. And it is, here's the thing though, and you tell me if I'm way off base with this, if you want to watch every single WWE show legally in 2013, let's say, just before the network came out, it was still more expensive, accounting for inflation, back in 2013 than it is now, amazingly. Because I don't know how much a cable subscription, let's call it $40 again back then, for USA Network, and then the pay-per-views were $50 each, and I think it works to about $124 a month with inflation if you had, 12 years ago. It's still more expensive 12 years ago to be a wrestling WWE fan specifically than it is now. But I mean, times are hard, man. Who's got $100 just to follow WWE these days? It's a lot of money to invest in a hobby.
Yeah, wages for a lot of people around the world have stagnated, especially in the U.S. Cost of living's rising. We're in a whole different world, literally, than we were in 2013. And while it seems like inflation accounting for it, that it's actually not as expensive, people are not making as much, and people are much more credit card debt and a lot more stuff to deal with. You know, rising food prices too, right there and then. Rising housing, rising food prices factored in make this much more expensive and much tighter for people to do that.
Something you wanted to add on to this as well, because you texted me last week and said you wanted to make mention of this. Do you think this sort of like $100 or at least $89 entry point to watch all the programming, if you're, you know, a hardcore fan, Peacock, got to sign up to ESPN cable, whatnot, do you think that's going to run off a significant portion of fans?
Well, from the comments that I saw about it, yeah. I did the video where I said, to some degree, the $30 a month, if you're a fan of ESPN and whatever they're offering outside of WWE, I don't know if you could check that out to see what the $30 a month covers, because I believe the NFL portion of their agreement, that's a completely different streaming service and monthly. I think they charge you a monthly, and in an annual, you save a little bit. But people got on me because I said, well, if you're a real wrestling fan and you really want to watch all the pay-per-views and the stuff that ESPN is offering outside of wrestling, it might not be a bad deal. And think about this. The pay-per-views pretty much run packages from everything from Raw and SmackDown and the previous pay-per-views. So you get caught up real quick just watching the pay-per-views.
Trying to find it. It won't let me on the website. If I only had a VPN, which I do. With plans for ESPN to acquire NFL media, NFL Network will be distributed as part of the service in the future. In the meantime, the service will carry additional NFL content, including interactive features and out-of-market preseason games, while ESPN will have the ability to offer bundles of the service with NFL Plus. So I think you might be right there.
So these are two separate bundles. There's the WWE one with, they're probably offering ESPN the Ocho. It's a bold strategy, Con. Let's see how it plays out for them.
One more thing. We can talk about ticket prices ad nauseum, but there was a fan thing that said they spent $2,700 equivalent for a gold package that included meet and greets, and they worked out that the face value of the ticket was like just over $300, I think. And then the rest of the gold package was essentially a buffet and a very, very quick photo opportunity with Rusev, White Six, and B-Fab, and I think they even said the seats weren't that good. Oh, and a commemorative pin. For over $1,000.
So not even a chair. Not even a chair.
No. So there you go. Hey, things are getting expensive in WWE. I mean, it's almost like the haves and have-nots now. The haves can afford the tickets to go to the shows and whatnot, and then they're pricing out people who are struggling for money.
Yeah, no different than any other professional sport. I've spoken about it a couple times. NFL offers personal seat licenses. That is for the opportunity to buy season tickets, not the actual cost, and that is thousands of dollars. So they priced everybody out. They priced everybody out of everything. I like sitting at home watching stuff, but now they know we're going to get you whether you go to the game, go to the event, go to the wrestling pay-per-view, or sit at home. We're going to charge you.